Hello, everyone. Jen McGraw here. The NFL draft is upon us, and I had the chance to sit down with some of the great draft prospects ahead of this year's draft.
The upset win over Wisconsin 2 years ago. But right now, the second quarter starts with an interception. Kerby Joseph
hung in the air too long and allowed the defender to come all the way from the middle of the field.
Behind the back of the end zone, it's picked off. Picked off by Kerby Joseph. His second INT of the year.
So to start off with the interview, can you talk to me about your football career? Where and when did you start, and what kind of inspired you to play the game?
Oh, so I started playing football since I was a kid. I just always loved playing all types of sports. So I was playing basketball, baseball, whatever I could, kickball, like whatever I could do to like go out there and play outside, like that's what I would do. But I fell in love with football when I was like I had to say I was like 8 years old. I was playing with my friends and my family, my cousins and stuff. We'll play like every Saturday or Sunday, or sometimes even after school. We'll have like it's this street in my neighborhood where we'll have like it'll be concrete and there's like a patch of grass. So it's like it's two in touch on the concrete, but once you get into the grass, all goes. You feel me? And if you got caught in between, if you got caught in between there, it was just like, it's all go. I was the only little kid like jumping on all my big cousins and stuff on their backs and stuff, getting them down, when they got into the grass patch. And then after that, like they just was like, man, you should play football for like a team, you got it, you feel me? So just try it out. My people didn't want me to play football. They didn't want me to play football. They didn't want me to get hurt. You feel me? So it's like, oh, my little baby, I don't want him to break his bones or nothing like that. So like I ended up playing football, city league, when I was like 9, 10 years old. I played like 2 years. And then after that I got into Pop Warner. But I was ahead of my age group with the academics, like school wise. So it came to a point in time where I couldn't play Pop Warner no more. And I had to play JV and varsity and freshman, stuff like that. So, and then since then, like I just stuck with football. Like basketball was cool, baseball was cool, but football was really like that go-to.
And then obviously, you went off into college and you went and played professionally. Can you tell me more about your college career? What was that like, leading up to obviously this moment?
Oh, I'll tell you, it was cold. What? It was cold. It was real cold. Like, I'm from Florida, so like, I never seen snow before. So like my first time getting to Illinois, like, it was warm and stuff like that. And then they was like, okay, just be ready for the fall. And I was like, man, the fall ain't nothing. You feel me? I want to see snow. And so first day of snow, like it's like, oh snap, it's snowing and stuff like that. We outside playing, having snowball fights, me and my teammates and stuff like that. And a couple of days go on, and I wake up and I look outside the window and I'm like, okay, the snow's still there. It's still okay. Okay, so it's not just like a one-time thing. You feel me? So like it's gonna keep coming, stuff like that. So my 4 years at Illinois, I feel like it taught me a lot. You feel me? Like it taught me how to like deal with a lot of life experiences and stuff like that. Like getting me to mature into a young adult, going about it like. I mean, I had to pay my own bills. I had to find food for myself. My mama not there to cook for me. I had to do my own laundry. Like it's just stuff like that, like the little stuff that really matters. You feel me? Overall, like I had a great time my 4 years at Illinois.
Perfect. I know adulting cannot be easy, especially when you're learning how to do that on your own. So I commend you for that, obviously, among the other accomplishments as well. So kind of building off of that first question, obviously you've had a lot of experience growing up. Started out playing the game with your friends, moving on and playing more professionally. Can you tell me some other ways that you started to prepare for the draft and other ways that you were able to really just prepare yourself for overall, basically the draft? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait, can you? What do you mean by that? Like all preparation wise, like training wise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, it started with like my decision. Like I had to decide where to come back another year or into the draft. And I felt like one thing that's been with me through both of those decisions was God. So like I started to pray a lot more ever since like I've been doing this draft process and stuff like that. Like God has been someone that has stuck to my side throughout this whole process. And it's just like I'm just so thankful for him because like it's been times where like I don't know, like making that decision, I didn't know whether I should come out. I didn't know whether I should stay. But I just kept praying and speaking it into existence. And then God led me to make my final decision. And then I just ran with it from there. So now like it's just been, I mean, it's different. Like this is a one in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm thankful for that, like that you go through stuff like this. Like going to the Senior Bowl was like a major change in my life. Like I never been in something like that. Like being around different guys and meeting different people in the community and stuff like that in Mobile, Alabama, like that was amazing. You feel me? Like they had us doing a lot of stuff, and I was just so happy to be there. Like meeting new people, seeing new faces, like hearing other people's backstories and stuff like that. Like other players connecting with them, and then just training hard for pro day and combine and stuff like that. Like it's a real grind. Like it's a real grind. Like I came in here with my head down, knowing what I got to do, what I came here for, and it just helped me realize like, dog, like other people have their stories too. It's just like it ain't no excuses. Basically, like there's no excuses. Like you gotta, if you really commit to this, you gotta be determined to win.
Exactly. Thank you. So kind of segueing now into the next question. Obviously this year it's been coined that this draft is very much a defense heavy draft. So what are some ways and what are some, I guess, kind of skills and stuff that set you apart from other players in the draft?
A skill set that I feel like that set me apart is that nobody gonna get the ball like how I get the ball. Like I'm gonna find my way to the ball, whether it's an interception or whether it's a fumble, wherever the ball is, that's where I'm gonna be. You feel me? I feel like a lot of guys don't have the ability to tap the ball in the air. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like once my eyes lock on it, like my eyes are locked on it. I ain't letting it go. Like I want it as bad as the next guy. So I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to win 100% of the time.
Perfect. That's always a great answer to hear because a lot of teams, I mean, especially this past year, have struggled with having their defense being able to get to the offense's ball and, vice versa, and, situations like that. So it's always great to hear that teams are looking for younger talent who are able to go get the ball, able to really be a lot quicker and a lot stronger with going and making the attack.
Yeah.
So my next question, kind of segueing a little bit, is what does it mean to you that younger guys are having a breakout year in the NFL? Obviously, last year we saw Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, go to the Philadelphia Eagles and have a great season as a wide receiver there. And then Micah Parsons as well have a fantastic season with the Cowboys in both of their rookie years. So what does it mean to you that you could be in their shoes, you could be that person coming into this next season?
What it means to me is like, I mean, if they could do it, that means I could do it too. You feel me? It's not luck. Like those boys, like they train hard. Like one name that I would love to mention is Nate Hobbs. Like not too many people realize who Nate Hobbs was. Like coming from Illinois, like bro, we all knew Nate Hobbs was like that. And just to see him flourish and see him like do big things in the NFL, like that just keeps motivating me every single day. Like every time I see like a highlight clip of him on Instagram or something like that, like, but it just reminds me to go even harder. You feel me? Because he been in my shoes. Like we came from the same schools, played the same defense, like went through all that. You feel me? So like seeing him going out there doing big things, you feel me? Like it's just like, man, like, if he could do it, I could do it too. You feel me? And I'm gonna give him my all just like how he giving it his all.
Now I love hearing when other guys are able to watch their brothers succeed. A quick story, a quick segue off of that point. I'm from Salem County, New Jersey. I'm from a small town in Salem County, and so I'm sure you're familiar. Jonathan Taylor, he actually started in the Salem Rams in Salem High School, so he obviously went there and then moved on, played professionally, and then went into the NFL. But it's so cool watching somebody, as you know, obviously, as you touched on, watching somebody get their start and then go professionally and make it to the NFL. I definitely share that feeling. It's definitely an incredible feeling.
Sure. So like it's just like, cause like, when we were kids, like we always dreamed of playing in the NFL. Like it's like every time I wake up, I'm like, okay, I got I'm a couple weeks closer. I'm a couple months closer. Like just stuff like that is just making my head like whirl around and stuff.
So kind of segueing now onto a little bit of a heavier question, and then we will get right back to the super fun, the really cool questions, what you came for this interview for. Obviously, the COVID pandemic has affected our lives this past 2 years. I think it was officially 2 years today that the pandemic has been a COVID pandemic. So how has the COVID pandemic affected your athletic career? And also, how were you able to bounce back? What are some ways that you're able to bounce back from the pandemic and really work around those challenges?
So COVID and COVID-19 got a lot of impact in the whole wide world. But how it impacted me, I would say around that COVID time is when I switched positions. Like I switched from DB to receiver. And during that season, we didn't get a chance to have a spring ball. So I came into the season playing receiver. And I felt like me learning all those concepts on offense, why teams do this, why like different round combinations are like this, like that helped me on the defensive side. So when I traded over back to defense, like I just took that knowledge with me and it just boosted my game. So like COVID impacted me, but at the same time, like it helped me in a certain way, and I'm thankful for that. You feel me? Like, because everything happened for a reason. I'm not saying God made COVID happen for me, but like, you feel me? Like, I was just blessed with the opportunity. Like, I just kept my knowledge going, and I just learned from like whatever I was given.
And also, kind of sidestepping off of that, was it hard to make the transition from defense to offense, and then I guess back to defense, or was it pretty much a smooth transition?
Now, I wasn't too much hard. Like, I play receiver. I play receiver and safety like in high school. So like it was like whatever. Like I honestly like I just wanted to play. You feel me? Like I just wanted to do whatever position that was gonna allow me to play football. You feel me? Because I love football. I just wanted to play. So like going from back and forth, like it ain't nothing I already don't know. You feel me? But defense is only so many amount of coverages you can run. You feel me? And the offense is only so many route combinations you can have. You feel me? Going into the week. So it was like, man, I'm ready for whatever. I'm just trying to find whichever position that's going to allow me to play. But I felt like I made the right decision to come back to defense and just flourish from there.
Great, thank you. My next question now, obviously back to the more lighthearted questions. How has your family reacted to you being or going into the draft? And then how are you guys going to, how are you guys going to celebrate the draft?
My family's been super supportive. Like my sisters always told me like the last shall be the first. When I was younger, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. You feel me? But as I grew older and I started to experience a lot of things, especially with this going on now, like I am in a position to take care of my family for generations. So I mean, the last shall be the first. That's a big thing. And like ever since then, like my mom, you know, I got something in store for my mom, but she don't know yet. But I got some for her. You feel me? That's gonna make her day. That's gonna make her week, her month, or whatever it is. I got something for her.
Oh, I cannot wait to either see or hear it. I'm sure that's gonna be fantastic. And I'm sure she's going to be really appreciative of that, obviously, you know, with this major accomplishment. So it's definitely, I'm sure that's gonna definitely be fantastic.
Most definitely.
So kind of my second to last question now, what advice would you give to young players who are hoping to either make their start in the NFL, and as you mentioned, that is definitely one of the major goals of any football player, or even some of the other pro football leagues that are out there?
To the youngest out there, you know, I say like, don't ever listen to somebody to tell you that you can't do something. You feel me? Like, use that fire, like use that fuel to like allow you to go harder. You feel me? Like there's been times like back in high school, people thought I wasn't gonna be who I am today. You feel me? But I wasn't never worried about it. Like I knew what I wanted to be in life. You feel me? I just had to figure out the steps to get there. You feel me? And another thing I say, make relationships with a lot of people. Like it's good to connect with people. You don't always want to be closed off. You feel me? Because you never know what that person has to offer. So if somebody doubts you, let you go 10 times harder. Whatever you do, dog. Whatever you do.